And welcome to my page. My name is Margaret. I'm a plastic surgeon living and working in Nigeria. In this video, I'm going to be talking about, I'm just going to do a quick run through of the reasons why you should not consider having cosmetic surgery done. And if you're seeing this video, you may have considered having a cosmetic surgery procedure done. And this includes things like breast lift, tummy tuck, thigh lifts, arm lifts, you know, when you take down the Christian mothers, and a plethora of so many of them. So the reasons why some people get these things done will baffle you. So I just want to do a quick run through on the reasons why you should not consider having these procedures done. Please don't think about doing a cosmetic surgical procedure just because you have seen a lot of people doing it. I see a lot of people who come to my practice, and the very first thing they say is, my friend did this and it looks so good, my friend did this, and halfway through the consultation, all they have talked about is my friend this, my friend that, my friend this, my friend that, a friend of a friend, and all of that. And it's obvious that they just saw somebody doing this and they liked what they saw and they feel they should also have it done. Not necessarily because they feel they need it, but because they've seen a lot of ladies doing it and it seems like the in thing to do. So please, cosmetic surgery first and foremost is surgery, and it's not just surgery, it is major surgery. And just like with every major surgery, there are risks that come with major surgery, and this risk can start from infection, wounds breaking down, and even death, blood transfusion reactions. There's so many of them. If you can name it, it can happen. So please, before you consider going under the knife for a cosmetic procedure, make sure that your intentions are genuine and you definitely need this procedure, and not just because it seems like the in thing to do or the cool thing to do or everybody in your circle is doing it. The second reason that I see some people wanting cosmetic procedures, which I think they shouldn't want it for, is because they feel that they can stop a cheating partner. Now, if your partner is stepping out of the relationship, and this goes for males and females, a lot of people don't know that males also require, or males also desire, cosmetic surgery. I see a lot of males in my practice as well. So if you're doing it because you feel that your cheating spouse is going to stop cheating, then you're very wrong. Because let's say you finish going under the knife for this very extensive surgery or surgeries as the case may be, and then the spouse or the partner decides to still step out of the relationship, you will think that the surgery has failed. And even if the surgeon has done a fantastic job doing that procedure for you, you're still going to believe that that surgery was not good enough. That's why your partner stepped out on you, which is not very correct. So please try and make sure your intentions are genuine, and it's for you. Cosmetic surgery, it really is for you as a person, to improve your self-esteem, to make you feel better about yourself, and also sometimes to relieve discomfort in certain areas. So please do not do cosmetic surgery just because you feel that a cheating spouse is going to stop looking at other people and then just focus their attention on you, because it may not happen and you may end up being disappointed. The third reason is, if you think you're going to get cosmetic surgery because you want to show people that you have arrived and your social status has improved in life, then I would strongly advise you that that's not a good intention. Please try and get the surgery because you need to have the surgery, not because you want to show people that now you have arrived and you have made some money, or you want to look like money and all of that. Because you see, when the problems come, which most times, commonly they do come, if your intentions in the first place were not genuine, then it becomes very difficult for you to cope with the complications that arise from the surgery itself. I'm not saying that all surgeries will end up with complications, but when the problems come, and if you have a difficult post-operative period, then if your intentions were not genuine, it becomes even more difficult for you psychologically, and that can even affect the outcome physically of the surgery. The fourth reason I would strongly advise against you getting a cosmetic procedure done, if you have a medical condition that is not under proper control. Let's say you have a blood pressure that is not controlled, or you have diabetes, that's the sugar disease, and your blood sugar is not well controlled, or you have a weight problem that has not come, and you have not come down to the normal weight, ideal body weight for your height. You haven't come down to the ideal body weight for your height. You have hormonal problems that have not been corrected. please and please get your medical conditions under control. And in fact, I would not even advise you to go for any surgery that is not essential if you have medical problems in the background that you have been trying to manage. I'm not saying that because you have high blood pressure that you have been treating that you're not supposed to have any kind of surgery at all or cosmetic surgery. Please, unless you absolutely need it, try to avoid it. But if you must have it done, make sure that all your medical conditions are under control. Don't be angry, don't feel sad, don't feel let down if your surgeon decides that you need to go see another doctor to get some of these medical conditions under control, because that may end up being the difference between a good and a very, very disastrous result. Another reason why I would strongly advise you not to get a cosmetic surgery done is if you are not somebody that wants to have scars. Most surgeries will leave scars, even if it's just a liposuction where you just make a small puncture and pass your cannula through the little tube through to suck out the fat. The tube is usually much smaller than this pen. Suck out the fat. Most times through that opening there will be a scar. So if you're somebody that feels that you absolutely do not want any scar, it will be nice for you to stay away from cosmetic surgery procedures. Now, for cosmetic surgery procedures, when you have your procedure done, we try to keep the scars in areas of your body that are not very visible. So that's what we do to hide the scars. We try to hide the scars in what we call natural creases. If you're having a surgery on your breast, say breast reduction surgery, we may try to put the scar under the crease of the breast so that it is not very visible, but you are going to have a scar. And if you're somebody who tends to have very bad, thick, big scars, I think it may be advisable to stay away completely from cosmetic surgery procedures because the results may not be very, very good. Another group of persons who I will not advise to go for cosmetic surgery procedures are people who are not ready to commit to a post-operative plan. Cosmetic surgeries, like I have mentioned already, are major surgeries. And in your recovery period, you may be required to do things like pain control, exercises, what we call lymphatic massage, where you have somebody massaging your body to reduce the swelling. This is absolutely necessary. Even the scars need to be massaged so that they can soften and fall and become very flat and nice. Now, if you are not somebody who is patient enough to go through that process and go through that post-operative plan, it is best that you do not even go through with the surgery at all. Because if you go through with the surgery and you do not go through with the plan after the surgery, you have destroyed the procedure for yourself. You don't want to wear the pressure garments that are given that could lead to blood clots collecting under your skin and making a very bad result. So please and please, if you know you're somebody who is not particularly patient enough to go through with a plan that doctors give you, especially plans after surgery, please stay away from having cosmetic surgery procedures. The last one on my list is this, and actually I should have used this as the first one. Avoid cosmetic surgery if you're somebody who is looking for a quick fix. What do I mean by a quick fix? You think cosmetic surgery is going to fix a lot of things in your life. For instance, if you're overweight, cosmetic surgery is not surgery for weight loss. I keep saying this and I'll continue to hammer on it. Cosmetic surgery will not make you lose weight. That's why we always advise that you go through a proper diet plan and also an exercise program and get down close enough to your ideal body weight before you undergo cosmetic surgery. Cosmetic surgery is to shapen, to make you appear nicer, to remove the skin excesses. It is not to reduce your body weight. So don't assume that you're going to have liposuction to reduce the fat so that your weight can reduce. No, that is not going to work. That is not going to give you a good result. And that's going to be a very unrealistic expectation. And so when you climb on the scale and you see that the scale has not moved so much after your surgery, you'll be tempted to think the surgery hasn't worked. But that is not the intention of that surgery. The intention of the surgery is to contour, to shape, to improve the contour, improve the shape of your body, and take off the excess skin that is lax and hanging, remove wrinkles and crinkles here and there. It is not to reduce your weight. So thank you so much for watching my video, and I'll be very happy to see you again in my channel. And please do like and subscribe, and also leave a comment If you have a question, you can also leave a question. If you have a consultation request, you can see our consultation details on this page. Until I come your way next time, my name is Margaret and I'm a plastic surgeon living in Nigeria, and I'll be very, very happy to see you in my next video. Bye.